Hi everyone, the best way to get started when you're writing an SOP is to go on Google and find some templates that are relevant to you, right? Well, actually no, that's not the best way to go about it, because thousands and thousands of students across the world are doing just that. So how do you ensure that your SOP, your statement of purpose, is one that's truly unique? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to share with you some really valuable tips on how to write a statement of purpose for your university or for your student visa lodgement and truly make your SOP stand out from the crowd. Before we get started, do not forget to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned with the latest on international education and professional development. So the very first thing I'm going to advise you is understanding that the person who's going to check your SOP is probably going to have thousands and thousands of SOPs to check. So you've got to make sure that yours is simple and easy to understand. Now I would suggest you hover around these parameters of 2 to 3 pages, 1200 to 1400 words, and about 8 to 10 paragraphs, and that's going to be more than sufficient for you to capture all of your academic professional background and a little bit about your future aspirations. So once you've figured out the structure of the SOP, the next thing you've got to do is innovatively introduce yourself, and I would suggest you do that in about 100 words. So talk about your interests, your hobbies, your ideologies, anything that best describes you, but do that in a very concise manner. In fact, I must share this with you. I actually read an SOP and it goes like this. For many years I've been wondering what would I do if I wasn't into the accounting industry. It all started in year 12 when I visited my uncle's firm, my uncle's accounting firm, and I took an immediate shine to it. And then I decided this is my career, this is what I want to do, and I started working hard towards an accounting career. And this was just the start of his SOP, and because it was so unique and it was something that I hadn't read, obviously I thought this guy has put some effort in writing the statement of purpose. So you try to see that point, that changing, that turning point in your life when you actually decided to do what you want to do and the program that you want to do. So the best way to do that is being yourself, like I said, and I'm going to keep repeating this word again and again in the video, but this is because unless you be yourself, your SOP is not going to stand out. So be innovative in your introduction and be as creative as you can. There's no hard and fast rule about writing an introduction or writing an SOP even. So be as fluid, as easygoing as you can be. So once you're off to a flying start in your introduction, the next bit is to go on your academic background and achievements. And I always suggest to students that do not talk about your childhood dreams or what you did in your schooling unless it's very, very relevant still. So I would suggest jump straight to your year 12 and talk about the stream that you have chosen, like commerce, art, science, or whatever field you may have chosen, and what prompted you to choose that field. So once you do that, you obviously then need to talk about, for example, if you're applying for a master program, you need to then talk about why you're choosing to study overseas rather than studying in your home country. And this is actually very easy. The best way to go about is maybe highlight the kind of subjects that you may not have in your country or the kind of infrastructure that may be missing in your country, and hence your choice of going overseas. Remember, your SOP is your sales pitch, so be unrestrained in displaying all your achievements, all your skills on the SOP to make it truly a winning SOP. If you have work experience, then it's important that you outline all of your work experience in a chronological order and ensure that your title, the dates, and all of the things that you mention are accurate to a T, because sometimes universities or even visa offices verify your SOP. They may check your profile, they may check with the employer just to ensure that what you've claimed is true or not. So be sure that you're spot on with the dates and everything that you mentioned regarding your professional background as well. I would actually suggest go a step further. Rather than ending at that, feel free to add your LinkedIn link, your LinkedIn profile link on your SOP. So if somebody wants to actually do a quick verification, they can just click on the link and see that, hey, this guy actually exists and is actually doing what he is claiming that he has done. So this is a good way to again be innovative, be creative. The third point I'm going to make is your reason to study overseas or reason to study at a particular university. Now, before you even answer that, you've got to answer the question of why not your home country. Quite often, especially visa officers may want to know, why won't you study in your home country rather than going to Australia or Canada or any other country? So you need to briefly outline, maybe like I said before, reasons such as the infrastructure in your home country or the kind of program that you're looking for may not be available in your home country, and hence you choose to go overseas. So that's the why not bit. And why that particular university or the particular country is something you've got to highlight then, which means there could be a range of factors. I would often suggest have a look at the university website, look at what the lecturers are doing, or what kind of research they're doing, or what kind of qualifications they have. Maybe that's a reason that has inspired you to choose that university. So every bit of research that you've done in real life needs to go on your SOP, and that needs to form your basis of why you chose a particular university. Look, to be honest, it's easy to just copy paste the advantages of the university and put them on your SOP, but like I said before, hundreds and thousands of students are just doing that. So why don't you go a little step extra and try to find out a little bit about the lecturers, maybe about the student support, or any other things which may look very different to other universities, and that can form a basis for you to choose that particular university. Then of course you got to talk about why you have chosen the particular country. For example, Australia. If you are going to Australia, then why did you choose Australia as a study destination? Well, it could be a mix of factors like the weather conditions, the safety and security, the distance from your home country. It could be anything, but you've got to do some real research. The fourth point is about your choice of program and your career plan. So of course, whatever you've mentioned so far, it's time to now join the dots and try to show them that this is your career plan and this is how you're going to go about it. So in essence, this is going to be that cost benefit analysis that you must do to demonstrate that you are investing money in this program to be able to get a career which will give you X amount of dollars as the initial package or a fresh graduate salary. So you need to put some figures in this particular section, and that's the best way to actually demonstrate that you are interested in your study and you have a solid plan in your career. I must share this very, very good example with all of you. I once met this biotech student wanting to study an MBA program. Traditionally, universities and even visa officers would frown upon such a choice, moving from biotech to MBA, and of course the chances of receiving an offer or obtaining a visa would be low when you do not justify why you're making that choice. But this girl was fantastic. She actually brought a notice, a circular from her company where she worked, and it actually said, if you had an MBA degree, we would consider you for a certain promotion in the company. So she actually got a real proof of why she needs to do an MBA, and hence applying for the so-and-so program at such and such university. And of course, when you compile all of that and submit it to the university or the visa officer, your chances of receiving a positive outcome are much higher. So this was a great initiative by the student. So if you're a student, for example, going to study a hospitality program overseas, I would encourage you to go and actually visit some of the hotels near to your house and meet the managers, ask them about the hospitality industry, ask them about the salary package, even ask them about the university you're going to. Students normally don't do these things, but if you do it, it's going to help you prepare a statement of purpose that's truly unique to your case, and no one else can actually copy that because no one's going to be visiting the same hotel or meeting the same person. So you are adding unique factors to your SOP. Of course, there are the other things that you need to add on your SOP, such as the course fee, the course duration, the course outcomes, and a whole bunch of things. Now, these things are easily available on the university website, so it's easy for you to grab, but that's not going to define or make your SOP distinct. So if you have any comments or questions, do put in the comment section, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to stay updated with international education and professional development tips. So it's ciao for me, and goodbye, and see you in the next video very soon.